Hi, this is Ron from RJM Music. In this video we're going to give you a quick overview of the Mac 2 product. This is a product that we did in conjunction with Diamond Amplification, and you can kind of think of it as a little brother to the Amp Gizmo and Mini Amp Gizmo. It's a pretty straightforward product designed to add MIDI switching capability to amps, just like the Amp Gizmos. This one is specific to amps that have quarter-inch switching jacks. You'll see on the front there's 5 switch buttons and a right button. And on the rear, there are 4 switching jacks. The first 3 are mono switching jacks. The fourth is stereo, so it's 3 switches and then 2 more for a total of 5. And it's got the typical MIDI in and MIDI through and power jacks. And so this amp, you would just connect standard quarter-inch cables from these switching jacks to your quarter-inch switching jacks on your amps. This includes a lot of amps, certainly the entire Diamond line, some Marshalls, some Fenders, some of the Mesas, including the dual and triple rectifiers, but not the Road Kings and the Roadsters and the Mark Vs and Mark IVs, for example, because those ones have more functions that need to be switched than there are switching jacks on the back. But if you stick with the dual or triple rec, then you're okay with this. You want to keep in mind there are a few amps that have quarter-inch jacks that won't work with this. They're the exception rather than the rule, but there are a few. The Fender Hot Rod series, Fender Supersonics, the Fender Twin, the newer one with effects on it. Things like that. There are some oddball ones that use some very unusual switching schemes. So for this particular amp, it has 3 quarter-inch switching jacks on the back. One to switch between channels 1 and 2, one to switch between channels 2A and 2B, and one to engage the boost function. And so we're going to run 3 quarter-inch cables from these first 3 jacks, and those are just standard guitar cables, and we're going to run them to the 3 jacks on the back of the Diamond. And so here's our setup. We have a Diamond Spec Op amp, which is the flagship of the Diamond line. We have a Line 6 M13 effects processor handling the effects duties. This one has a MIDI output, and as long as your effects processor has a MIDI output, or if you're using a MIDI controller of some sort, you can control the Mac 2 with it. And so we just have a single MIDI cable going from the M13's MIDI output to the MIDI input on the Mac 2. And so now on this M13 we can set up different scenes, each one containing different pedals, and each one of those scenes can have a different channel setting on the Mac 2. So we can show you that basically the first channel switches between channels 1 and 2, and then with that one on, the second one will switch between channels 2A and 2B, and then the third one will engage the boost function. So I've set up some patches here, and on the first scene we have some delay and chorus and reverb, and we want the clean channel on, and so we're just going to leave this as it is with everything off. Next we're going to pick another scene. This one has got some tremolo and delay, and we're going to turn on channel 2A. So we've turned it on, we hold down the right button, and the lights flash, and that basically tells you that it's been saved, and it just saves it to the last scene that we've selected on the M13. We're going to do one more patch, go to Scenes, and then go over here, and we're just going to pick a analog chorus type sound. And for this one we're going to turn on channel 2B, so we need the channel 2 and the 2B switch on, and we hold down the right button to save that. So now we can just go back and select those presets, scenes in this case, and you'll see that when I change scenes it will also change the channel on the amp. So we go over here, switch to channel 2, move over to this one, now we switch to channel 2B. And so now here's a quick overview of the tones we just created. that's all there is to using the Mac 2. If you have any questions, please check out our website at www.rjmmusic.com. Thanks!